Hey viewers, today we're going to change the USB port here on this 2018 Kia Sorento. You can see here the white USB thing broke. The little piece in the middle that goes in there. You can see what it's supposed to look like, and it's missing here. Anyway, it's not working anymore. To change this part out, you can buy this part online. You can buy on eBay. I'll put a link in the description where you can purchase this. You can buy it directly from Kia. So I think it's a common part. But anyway, we're going to try to figure out how to take this apart. I'm not sure how to get into it. It does have, looks like, if you look at it, there's some sort of a clip here that keeps it held in. One on the other side as well. And it looks like just plug and play. Just have to disconnect the old ones and plug it into this one. So, okay. First step is trying to figure out how to take this out. Trying to figure out if there's a way to get this side panel off. Not sure. There's no way to get my hand in the back here to reach around without having to take this whole panel off. I don't know what this is going to do. Okay, this is some sketchy I read that you could, well, drill through the plastic or put a screw through it and then pull this thing out. So we're going to try. Okay, as I said, this is some pretty sketchy shit. I drilled through here. Of course, there wasn't much to grab onto. I drilled through there, that pulled out. Drilled through there, and it's not releasing. So I tried to pry it, but other videos that I watched show that remove this cover, and then you should be able to pop this whole center console out to be able to get in there, I guess. So we'll try that. All you got to do is pull on this leather and then pop a little narrow screwdriver through here. It's got two clips here. It's got two clips on the side. They don't take much just to pull it out. Now I got to figure out whether or not this helps me. All right, so I've regrouped a little bit. In order to get this storage tray out, and apparently this will slide out, is we need to get this piece here, and you'll see that this is where it begins, is this part here over to here, and we need to get this off, and then there's going to be a screw under here and another one under here that we can take those two off, and that will allow us to remove the tray in here, which has the USB port. So that's what I'm going to try to do. All right, as you can see, we got this separated here. You're gonna have to just pry along this edge here and just try to raise this up. And so you start to lift this up and should start to unclip along the side, and you should be able to keep pulling that up. I might have to pry that a little bit here, but anyway, let's get that off. Okay, this thing is all loose everywhere, all the way up to here, but this corner, I took the shift lock thing off, but I don't know, I can't. There's something right here. Must be a clip, so I can get all underneath here. When I get to here, there's got to be a clip. Anyway, that's the hardest part for me. All right, it is out. Seems to be. And so now I just need to get this out. Probably I have to unclip something here. We'll see. But you can see that there's a screw right there, and then there's another one on the other side. And we get those two out, then we should be able to take this centerpiece out. One thing you'll need to do before you get started, disconnect the battery, or you can disconnect the fuse. This last one, this ACC 10 amp, that's the one that powers the USB. All right, now that I've got the console out, you just have to turn it sideways and feed the shift cover through the rectangular opening. Yeah, so you have to feed this through the rectangular opening, and turn this sideways, and then you can get it over the shift lever. Now we should be able to take that screw off and that one off, and then we should be able to slide this out. Moment of truth. Ah, there we go. All right, that just lifted right up, and we're able to pull that out. I wonder if I should have put this in neutral first. All right, I think we'll have to do that. Let's see. Okay, now that, just make sure the lid's closed, and then you can just pull it right out, and then you can reach in the back here and pull the plugs out. All right, a little word of advice. To the right of this blue plug is where this white connector was at. That was pretty easy to pull out. This blue one, so you can see it's kind of turned 90 degrees now. But this blue plug, you have to, there's a, looks like a metal latch. You have to push in. You have to push that in and pull this out. So I had to push really hard with the screwdriver, push that in to get it out. I don't know, strange connector. I don't know why everybody has to come up with a new connector every time they connect something. All right, that's what the connector looks like. So you can see, I guess it's not metal, but you just squeeze that down and you can pull it out. All right, I was able to push sideways. All right, just look at this one. You gotta basically push sideways onto that. Push that right into the thing. And once you get both sides pushed in, you can just push it out into here. So as you can see, I still got this stupid screw. Okay, new one's back in. Now we need to connect everything up. All right, this is what the opening looks like with everything out. I don't know, I was wondering if I could put a wireless charger attached to the bottom of that cubby hole, and if there would be enough clearance here for it to fit. I'm not sure. I wouldn't mind trying it. All right, it all plugs in very easily, no drama. So we'll stick it back in. It does look like these feet slide into the hole there, and there's another corresponding one there. So maybe there isn't clearance under here. Oh, there's clearance under there. There's clearance in between the two, those two clips there for it to have a wireless charger. Definitely could put one under there. Before I put this back in, I was just looking at the front end, some sort of connector, potentially a connector. Just change this light. I don't know. Maybe Trey's using another different car and has another plug, but this is on the front end. So it looks like it's an opening that you could attach another, I don't know, another USB or something. All right, this seems to go in much easier. Look at that, really good. Nice, everything is secure. Stick this back in, just like that. Shift lock release, back in. All right, now I just need to put the rubber trays back into here and here and in here. In case you need to take the whole thing out, there's two bolts. What's that? Looking good. I guess it's time to test things out. Okay, I need to put the fuse back. Where did I put the damn fuse? All right, everything's back in place. All right, we got that plugged in. Oh, look at that. It's already, let's see here. Where's my pen? But you can see it's charging. Turn the car on. We'll actually start it. See it's charging. And then we'll go on here. Got Android Auto. So, oh yeah, this is on my phone that doesn't have, but yeah, it's working. So, perfect. All right. Hopefully that helps everybody. Hopefully that helps everybody figure out how to replace that. Again, key thing is really just to take this piece off, and easiest thing to do is start to pry it here and kind of lift it up. And you might need some plastic, I don't know what you call them, dividers or whatever, to push in there and lift it up. But anyways, once you start peeling this over, you'll see this will come up. Turn this around, turn this thing this way, get it up through, get the shift lever knob through the hole there. Take the two screws from here out, and then you should be able to slide that right out, pull the plugs out, push that USB device out, and then you're golden. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, and I'll keep uploading videos.